Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and I know it's not Coffee Chat Monday. Technically, this is Saturday. It's Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas Eve, or Happy Christmas Eve, or Happy Holidays, or Happy everything. Do you see my new mug? Do you see my new mug? It says Destination Me, Burgess, and although the lettering kind of looks blue in this, it is a beautiful dark purple. That was one of my Christmas gifts from one of my friends. She's such a lovely woman, truly a lovely woman. I'm so blessed to have such beautiful friendships. There's a hair. Okay, so first, Christmas celebration yesterday with my family turned out to be sort of a Chevy Chase Christmas vacation. I journal about it, and the upcoming pictures you are going to see, well, in the upcoming view of my Omni Journal, you're going to see this is going to be a rather long video, even when I edit out the ums and stuff. Start from the beginning. So we left. We were supposed to have dinner at my mom and dad's at 1 o'clock, so we would be able to see my brother and his girlfriend and spend time with my daughter before she left to go to Florida for her and Victor to visit her dad and everything. So we were supposed to be there by 1 o'clock. More like 12 so we could help, but so we were going to be there on time. We left and we probably would have been there at about 12:30, which would have been fine. You know, probably with the traffic it would have been 12:30, because otherwise without the traffic we probably would have been there about 12. We had to leave a little later than we wanted to because Mr. Rockstar's best friend had to finish up a few things for the hot water heater because the handle and the valve were leaking just a tiny bit. We left a little later than we wanted. Well, halfway there, and it's an hour-and-a-half drive, the tire blew. So Mr. Rockstar had a hell of a time trying to get it off because on each one of my rims we have a locking lug nut, and Mr. Rockstar hates them. And he finally got it off. Well, he had pulled over and put the hazard lights on and cut the car off. Once he finally got the donut on the car, got the blown tire off, he found out that the donut wasn't full of air. It was like half full. He finally got it on and he went to crank the car because we were only a mile from the exit where we could have gotten air in the donut and stuff. Then the car wouldn't start. The hazard lights had drained the battery, so we had to call my dad. My dad had to come jump start the car, and he went ahead and put air in the donut. And then he followed us. He gave us directions to where one of the tire places are at where they live. That one didn't have my tire. We called Walmart. We called a couple of their automotive center. We called a couple of. Finally, we ended up to one. They had the tire, so it's slightly different size, but it's supposed to be. It's one of the. They give you 2 or 3 alternatives for your vehicle. So we have all brand new tires. We had replaced 2 tires about 6 months ago, or 7 or 8 months ago. The beginning of the year, yeah, it was probably March, and then we replaced a tire a couple months ago. There was the one tire left that hadn't been replaced. Well, I have all new tires now. Well, we figured out that the battery, we got it charged this weekend. We're going to go get a new battery for the car. By the time we're done, I'm going to have like all kinds of new stuff for my car. Well, we finally make it to my parents' house. So we eat dinner and then we open presents. Wonderful time. We got wonderful gifts. I got this sweater. It's a long sweater. It even has the little pockets. I love this. My daughter gave me this. My mom gave me a beautiful colored dark red shirt that I'll be able to wear under one of my black sweaters. I love it. I also got some Bath and Body Works, my Japanese cherry blossom that I love so much. I also got some of those sheets that feel like the t-shirt material. I love them. They're all 100% cotton. And those and flannel sheets are my very favorite sheets. Other good news and bad news, depending on how you look at it. My son is moving. He's going to go live with my parents for a while. He has more job opportunities there. And so I will be moving all my stuff into that room, which has aqua walls, and it's aqua and red, the theme in that room. The dresser will be staying in here. A bed will be going in here. This will be the guest room for my stepdaughter Kayla and my grandson Victor. So he's going to move there and find a job and see about going back to school. Next Thursday and Friday was when we're moving him, so then I'll have the weekend to move my room. Mr. Rockstar will be working New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so I'll be setting everything up. Yesterday, Mr. Victor got some new cars, and they bounce around and the wheels spin and they ride around, they drive, they move all around and they go up. Like if it hits something, it'll flip over and it'll spin and stuff. Well, the wheels go really fast. Well, Mr. Victor was sitting in my lap playing, and he was, you know, driving the car on my leg and on my arm, and they ended up driving it on my head, and my hair got stuck in the wheels, and there's several pieces of hair that ended up having to be cut. My daughter had to cut them because they got caught in the wheels of the car. Mr. Rockstar had to hold the car, to cut it off and hold it because the wheels still kind of wanted to spin. While my daughter tried to get my hair untangled from the wheels, she ended up having to cut it. Had a big chunk. There's several different pieces of the little short hair. That's okay though. Mr. Victor did not mean to at all. He was having fun. We were playing. Not a big deal. So yeah, we made it home last night. I never got to see my brother and his girlfriend. We made it home after dark. Mr. Rockstar and I, on the way home, started laughing about our Chevy Chase Christmas vacation day. I mean, it could have been worse. Right when we pulled over with the tire blowing out, not just a minute or two later, we saw a big accident happen right in front of us. Fate, I'm not sure, but we could have been part of that accident. And although it's very frustrating when things go wrong and things happen, when we got home, I had Happy Mail, and that was this and a postcard. The picture of it is in my journal. I think the postcard is still in the dining room on the table. I'm going to show y'all my journal flip, but I kind of wanted to talk about things first and give you a heads up about what's going on. So I hope y'all have a good one. This is part 1, like I said. Have a good one. See y'all soon. Happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Bye.